Hi, I'm George the Weather Dad, and we're heading on into your upcoming weekend. And overall, it's not going to be too bad. Now, it is going to be rather wet across the Pacific Northwest and the entire West Coast, but then it's also going to be wet for portions of Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Nebraska, Kansas, and that's going to be for mainly your Saturday. But that wet weather will move right on into the Midwest, and we've had quite a bit of rain over the last several days. It's been warm. We've had that January thaw, but temperatures are going to be dropping once again. In fact, the last week in January does prove to be, could be looking at, I should say, a little bit on the colder side, and even colder yet as we work our way into the first couple of days of February. I'll get to that in just a little bit, but first let's take a look at your upcoming weekend. And temperatures to start off, for the most part, aren't going to be too bad across the eastern third of the country, but very cold up into the north and to the west. Down south in the southeast, you're just experiencing some beautiful January temperatures, and that's for your Saturday. As we head on into your Sunday, well, it gets a little bit colder as that next system will produce quite a bit of rainfall for those of you in the Midwest, so temperatures are going to be falling. I don't think we're going to see much in the way of snow. There will be some up in the places like Michigan, up in Wisconsin, but overall I think it's going to be a kind of a wet weekend, but going to be kind of chilly too as we round it out. By middle of next week, by Wednesday, temperature-wise, well, it's still going to be below normal. Normal high temperatures now are starting to inch their way up a little bit. In the Ohio Valley, high temperatures in the right around 40, 41 degrees for the highs, and in the low to mid-20s for the lows. So we're going to be a little bit below that as we head on into the last week of January. Precipitation-wise, there's that cluster of showers and potentially some thunderstorms. They're in Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and the lower Mississippi Valley. Going to be a little windy across the Great Lakes with a little bit of lake effect snows up in Michigan. Big storm system, though, approaching the Pacific Northwest. On Sunday, that system moves out of the lower Mississippi Valley and into the Ohio Valley and heading up towards the northeast. It's going to be mainly a rainmaker. Could be a little bit of snow on the back side of it up in northern Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Wisconsin, and certainly going to be a little bit breezy as that system brings in some colder air. By the middle of next week, a little bit of rain there in the Ohio Valley. Temperatures again are going to be a little bit below normal. Most of this, I think, again, will be rain. Could be a little bit of snow mixed in. We'll have to keep an eye on that. And that's for your Wednesday, another major system moving in again into the Pacific Northwest. So it's going to be a stormy period, and it also looks like it's going to be a rather chilly period for most of us across the continental United States. I'm George, the Weather Dad.